Hi guys, I'm just doing a quick video of an exercise you're going to be doing tonight, kettlebell, and tomorrow, or being introduced tonight tomorrow, the kettlebell one arm push press. Okay, so before we quickly go through the basics of the movement, I'm just going to quickly show you how to hold the kettlebell for this exercise. So when you pick the kettlebell up, okay, this is, unfortunately I couldn't find a light kettlebell for the demo. This is a 32, which is a bit horrendous for talking with and holding. But anyway, when you pick the kettlebell up, right, you want to hold it so that the handle, okay, the handle here is between your thumb and forefinger, and then it comes down towards the corner of your hand. So it doesn't come across here. You don't hold it the way you would hold something normally across there. You hold it, let it slide down, and then close your knuckles. Okay, so that's how to hold the kettlebell. Okay, this way the kettlebell will be able to balance behind your forearm. Okay, and it will sit there quite, I wouldn't say comfortable, this isn't very comfortable right now. So the next thing to remember is when it's in that position, your elbow, it will sit nestled in, touching your bicep, your chest and your forearm. So that's the three areas it should touch. Okay, your elbow will be sitting down here and it will be against your body. So when you do kettlebell work, the elbows shouldn't be flared out. See when you're doing goblet squats and all that, see this? That's incorrect. It should be down, that's called the rack position. So make sure that it's sitting nicely. Okay, it will help create a brace as well. So this exercise, much like all the exercises you've done so far, all the power-based exercises, although this is an overhead exercise which will work your shoulders and triceps, primarily it's actually coming from the leg, the lower body, the hips, the quads, the glutes and things. So just with the same way we do the med ball work, you bend down and then you explode up. It's the same principle here. You're going to be holding the kettlebell, you bend down the knees a wee bit. So think of that as your elastic band. So see when you bend, it's almost like you're lengthening the muscles, or you are lengthening the muscles, it's almost like you're lengthening the elastic band. You're pulling it back, ready to then fire up the way towards to create the power output. Okay, so essentially that's what you're doing. So the bell will sit here, you bend down, and then in one very quick movement you drive up the way you've been doing, and as you extend the hips, coming onto the balls of your feet, the bell will leave your body. And before you know it, okay, in fact probably before you're even fully extended, the bell will be above your head in that position. So for example, when you drive up, and then by the time your feet land on the floor, it's almost already up there, okay? The way back down as well, it's not just the case of bringing it back down to here, like that, right? That would be the equivalent, doing that would be the equivalent to jumping and then landing with your straight knees. So in other words, the downward phase of this is also an exercise. The downward phase of this is a deceleration movement. It's a deceleration component. The same way when you step off a step and you land in one leg, you're absorbing the impact and you're trying to use your muscles to absorb the impact. So when the kettlebell comes down, okay, you'll notice I'm trying not to demo this with the bell. When the kettlebell comes down, you anticipate the rate at which it's falling and you fall with it, so you absorb the impact it's creating. So again, your knees will bend and your abdominals will contract, bang, like that, in order to engage that. That's why the elbow has to be coming down so that the elbow will hit off here, and then you can absorb the impact using your glutes, your quads and your core, okay? So that is the movement there, and then down, there. And the final thing I wanted to mention on it was that exhale as you drive up. So when you explode up, exhale, and then when you absorb it down here, exhale again. So like that, okay? So you exhale at the top and you exhale at the bottom, okay? So I'll quickly demonstrate it, and I'll try not to talk too much because this is horrendous with this weight. But basically, one final thing, so you're starting here, as you drive it up, you'll rotate your shoulder and arm a wee bit, slightly, okay, just slightly, and your palm will end up facing that way in front of you, and the bell will just sit nicely behind your forearm, okay? So if you push it up and don't rotate, it's going to be here, and it's going to fall round your arm, okay? So the idea is if you do it right, it will just sit nicely against your forearm. Now it's not going to be comfortable if you're not used to it. I'm not going to pretend it's a nice, pleasant, easy, peasy exercise. It's not. But it'll take a bit of practice, so beginners, don't worry about it if it's a bit uncomfortable to begin with. Just get used to the movement. So there's going to be a coach up the back overseeing it for 12 minutes, okay? All the various classes. You'll be doing a few other exercises alongside it, but it'll give you a chance to really focus on it. You'll hear a coach sort of talk you through it, that kind of thing. So I'll just demonstrate it with a few reps, right, no more, just to give you an idea of what it should be like. We haven't actually gone over kettlebell swings yet, okay? So So beginners, you're probably a bit unaware of that is, but it's quite relevant for picking the bell up, because technically the easiest way to pick the bell up is actually just to put your thumb here, hold it at the corner, swing it through your legs, and then kettlebell swing it up, right? So anyway, I better stop talking, I'm going to go breathless. Elbow tucked in, okay? So from here, you're going to drive it up using your leg power. You hold it there, and then you bring it back into your body. Okay, like that. Okay, so as you can see, on the way down I'm bending, I'm almost doing the movement in reverse. So on the way back down it's almost the same movement. I'm absorbing it, I'm using the muscles to create or absorb the force. Like so, okay? So that is the one arm kettlebell push press. Okay, so hopefully you'll understand how that works, and once you practice it a few times, you'll manage it. So for example, the coach might say to you, right, we're going to do 8 reps in your right arm, and then we're going to attempt 8 reps in your left arm. So that's how it will go, and you'll try and do it in tandem, concentrating on the exhalation at the top and exhalation at the bottom. I'll maybe do a rep from the side just to see it from the side, okay? Because you want to really concentrate on that, just to give you an idea of the absorbing idea as you come up. I can't believe I'm doing this because it's knackered. Anyway, so from here, so again, elbows in here, the body, the bell sits nicely, forearm, bicep, and in here at the chest, and it tucks in, okay? So from there, you hold it, and then you absorb it back in, like that, okay? Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core, squeezing everything, right? You're then going to be doing some one-legged stiff leg deadlift row, which I've been doing already. The advantage of doing this up the back, okay, because is that there's loads of wall, right, obviously, and chairs. So it means if you feel your balance is an issue, you can easily just hold on or gently touch the wall to keep your balance a wee bit, okay, and then perform the rows. So I would suggest give the rows a go with the same weight as you do the push press with, but you might find that that's too hard. Because remember, once you get the technique with the push press, the advantage you've got is it's all on the legs. So you can probably manage quite a decent weight, whereas the row, it's all about stability, the one-legged stiff leg row. So the main things I want to point out, I'm going to use this as a chance to go over this, is to concentrate on doing the movement slowly. Too many people just go up and down with this, and it's incorrect. That's actually just the incorrect way to do it. Okay, so you have to pause at the top. Remember, I keep saying speed hides a need. This is not more relevant than it is in core work and rows. So from here, you pull the bell in, you pause, then you load it back down. If you're doing this, that's incorrect, okay, because the muscle has very little to do. Okay, so push your chest out, pull, pause, and then slowly back to the start. The final point I want to make on that one is that you should be pulling your elbow towards your hip. That will help engage the lats. So pull the elbow towards the hip and pause and squeeze and then slowly back down. That's when you're going to feel it. Okay, so I may as well give it a go with this. Right, so to come down, remember, hold the kettlebell on the opposite arm from the leg that's going to be staying stiff. Okay, so for example, slowly start as a means to go and slowly come over. So right away is a great stiff leg deadlift pattern. Then pull, pause, and then slowly back to the start. Okay, so pull the elbows as if you're pulling it towards your hip, pause, slowly back to the start. Okay, pull, pause, slowly back to the start. Okay, every rep should be like that. Okay, and that's when you're going to start really feeling it, not just in your lat muscle, which goes all the way down here, also your oblique here, and your opposite hamstring will start to really bite because it has to work harder, because you're asking it to stabilise. If you just got them down like this, nothing has to work as effectively. So it's week 5 now, so you now have got the concept, so now it's time to rein it in a wee bit and tighten up the techniques, okay? So there you go, hope that helps.